Good morning, everyone. So today I'll be doing something I've never ever done before. I have soldered copper tubing, water lines. Never soldered tracks together. But so this track is easy set track. It just snaps together. But this is the easy set track, and where they come together with the couplers, I've got to solder it so that it maintains a good connection and doesn't loosen up, especially on the back where I don't want to crawl in there if I have to. One other thing, the cork board, I'm not going to use it except right here on this very front where it'll transition up onto the 1/4-inch plywood. I had glued this down wanting to just have using a cedar shingle. I'm going to pull that up, and this will mate up right into this, so it'll be nice and smooth. For me, the sound level is not that great of a difference, whether this is on plywood or whether it's on cork. So that's what I'm going to do. I glued this down. I probably spent way too much time gluing it down. Hopefully it'll just pop right up. It's coming up good. Who knows how much of the OSB came with it. And here we go. Yep. Okay. Not too bad. I believe the cork is going to cover a good share of that. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll pretty that up later. So I cut a notch right out of here, so it will just come up against the easy track, the easy set. And right here, snips works really well to just cut that off. There. Oh, that's perfect. That makes a really nice transition. All right, I'll glue this down and move on to the next step. I have this all set in place. I'm just going to take a pencil, make a mark on the back side. So I know where to put the glue. Good. Let's easy boy, easy. Let's spread that out, right? Okay, I can still see my line. There actually will also, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I've got to pull this up. I didn't glue this one, so that'll come out pretty easily. It's just screws. At least I don't think maybe I glued it. What? No, it's just stuck down there. Good. Now I'll have to cut a piece of cork board for here and glue that down. That's set. There. And I have to notch out for this right here. Perfect. All right, I'll glue that down. I can follow this line pretty good. Good. Again, a nice transition there, and with the track coming onto here, that will mind meld really well. Okay, before I go to putting down the track, there's one other thing I'd like to take care of, at least some of it. It kind of bugs me. I don't know why. This is Bachmann track. That's Bachmann track, but it's two different colors. I realize that this is a different radius than the gray, but I kind of like them the same color, so I'm just going to kind of go around with the brush and at least get the outside of the track. I won't do in the middle because it's just too hard to do. It'll help bring it more cohesive, if anything, a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. Hey, I want to thank Tommy again for giving me this track and the power packs. That has been such a boost to getting me getting the second layer going. Well, this was enough to finish the first layer, first track. And then I had some easy track for the second one. Still thinking about the third layer, the third set of track. I kind of have a layout in mind. I may wait a little bit. It can be an expensive hobby, so I'm just going as easy as I go. Much better, much better. One of my favorite sayings is, if you can't learn from your own mistakes, don't make them. So I glued this track down, and then I got looking at it and realized I was using white caulking. Let me show you on the other layout a mistake that I made, and I don't want to do that again on this one. When I laid this track, before I was decorating, put any grass down or anything, I glued it down with white caulking, which is great until I thought, well, the ballast will cover it, but no. So now I have this to look at, short of tearing up the whole track, and I'm not going to do that for a while. Okay, back to the other track. You can see I used white caulking. I even had it glued down and didn't like it, so I pulled it up. It pulled up relatively easy. But instead, I ran down down to the local hardware store and got black. So much more appropriate, I hope. So I'm going to go right over this white. I almost put it down again. Okay, let's spread that out. I may not have put it down heavy enough. I want to cover all that white that is there. Let's put this on. Lining up those connectors. Come on. Very good. Okay, right there. Wow, that is so much better. I really feel good about that. One little side note, some of you had asked how long the track is as far as a loop, and I just measured the Easy Set Bachmann track, 45 feet of track on this particular one. This second track is going to be more than that, and as I lay the track, I'll keep counting how much. These are 3-foot sections, so I'll find out. I'll count, see how much that is. The flex track can be kind of interesting to work with because you bend it here and it moves over here, and so you have to really work it, get it exactly where the bend that you want. Line it up again. That's good. That's right in here, so I like that. Now I have to cut this rail right there to match the other side, and then remove some of the ties. I just use pliers. I find I have to cut it in two snips. One just the upper track. Okay. I see a lot of people sand this all down, but so far I've had pretty good luck with it, just slipping the connectors on. I have a hard time thinking of names, so I got to remove this and one more. Very good. And I'll put one connector on there. Okay, verifying it again. When I did my other layout over there, that's another thing. I wasn't as fussy as getting these lined up on my road bed. I like that. Very good, very good. And now I'm just going to lightly draw a line. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Spread it out. So I'm just pressing it into the silicone, the caulking. Okay, I guess that will close out this video. I am going to finish gluing down the track all the way around before I solder anything, and run it around to make sure hopefully make sure it works without it being soldered, and then I will solder it. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later, and I'll have more coming out. One of my favorite sayings is if you bit my tongue,